13, something like that, 11. They're all coming together now. Today's special trip is to go to Shobak
Castle.
Shobak Castle, which is also called Shobak Montreal. Montreal. Which means Mount Real, and it's also had another name of Montregalius, Mount Royal.
Yes.
Yes. A Crusader castle. That's it. Okay.
Here we go.
That's it. We've been. We can go home now. That's pretty big. I hope you got to see that. So my Jordan pass got me in to Shobak Montreal, which was built in 1115 by Baldwin I of Jerusalem. Chose a pretty good spot, very high on the hill. Over the years it has been home to the Knights, the Crusaders. Shobak Montreal was once owned by, I love this one, Philip de Milly. Philip de Milly, and he had a sister called Stephanie de Milly, and she married, oh goodness, somebody else. I'm going to say it was Patrick Châtillon, Chaiillion, but it's gone through a lot of ownership, has this Shobak Montreal. So I just checked, it wasn't Patrick Châtillon, it was Reynald, and he was here until 1187 when the Umayyad leader Saladin wouldn't tolerate them being here anymore and invaded in 1187. I don't know if you can just, everywhere there's just little nooks and crannies. Oh wow. Come into this space, you've got arrow slits. Maybe I should have taken the guide. Fantastic. Let's go and see what's on the next layer. Wikipedia says that not all of the Crusader Castle part of this fort has been excavated, but what has been excavated is 14th century ruins that were constructed during the time of the Memlek. Okay, very interesting. I'm probably going to have to investigate that a little bit more. Look at the view. No wonder it was part of the fortification. The panorama just goes on for miles. So I'm wandering around this ancient ruin and I've just got a song going through my head. I've got a Ronan Keating song going through my head. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. There's a touch of your hand that you'll catch me wherever I fall. Pretty spectacular. Having a modern song running through your head in this ancient monument. Everywhere you turn, there's something different. Now, when I was reading about this castle, Shobak, I was reading about one a little further to the north near the Dead Sea, which is of a very similar era, Crusader Castle, and its name is Karak Castle. So, of course, I make requests of Ali all the time, and other than use your head, princess, use your head, princess, his other phrase to me is, no, Julie, we're not doing that. So, if I actually can't get to Karak Castle in the next 24 hours, and I'm heading up to the Dead Sea because he says he wants to drive a different way to show me the most beautiful drive in Jordan. If this little black duck wants to see Karak Castle, she's going to have to come back again. So it will go on to her to-do list for next time. Wow, just amazing. Good thing about this antiquity, there's only 2 other guests here, so that's pretty spectacular. I'll have to actually ask Ali to stop a little as we drive down the hill so that I can actually get a photo from a distance. Oh, goodness. Stairs. Do I really want to do them? Oh, so it's like about 2 foot high. Oh. Just layer upon layer of heavy solid fortification. My question would be, and this is where I should have got the guide, where did they get the stones from? Maybe they were quarried in the area. Interesting. So I've come into this space and there's some pretty interesting shapes. That one's a tunnel of some kind. The other interesting thing I see in the ground here is like a channel, which would tell me that there was some water related into this space, and a deep carved bowl. So I wonder what this room was for. The stone up there is starting to curve, and on the other side where the wall has come down you can see the curve in the wall there. So I wonder how much further that went up. Fantastic. So I did end up asking the local guide about where they did get the stone from here. So limestone, sandstone and flint, all from the local area. such a huge castle. So he said that the slaves brought it. But you can actually see there that there's some solid bedrock fashioned on anyway. Just driving out of the castle in Shobak, and it's just a sheer drop. It's just terrifying. Honestly, I could not have been a crusader. I couldn't have been a pioneer in this country. They kill you.